few weeks later with the Redmi Note 12 Pro 4G. All I can say is that I understand why people are always excited about Redmi devices. Despite all shortcomings surrounding this device, it is a solid smartphone. Not be noted, there is never a perfect smartphone to this day and age, and there never will be, because if it existed, smartphone companies would run out of business. Under $300, this smartphone automatically falls in the budget section category. For a budget phone, Redmi Note 12 Pro 4G is a solid buy if only you don't care about software updates. If you are that person, close this video and go and get this device. But I would suggest you stick around just in case, because the cons are more than the pros on this device. This video has not been sponsored by Redmi. The phone I'm using was provided to me by a friend, and every word said in this video is my own. There are two things to like about this smartphone. One is the display. The display on this phone is miles better. We have a Full HD, that is a 1080p display, which is an AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Watching on this display is great, and also the viewing angles are somewhat good. For the price you are paying for this phone, I think the display is great. Second is the 67-watt charging speed that this phone is capable of supporting. The phone comes with a charging brick, which is new especially in 2023, where manufacturers are removing things from the box that ships the phone. Other than that, I think Redmi scammed us on this device. The quacks on this phone makes me want to cry. We are in 2023, Android 14 is around the corner. Redmi Note 12 Pro 4G ships with Android 11, which is a more outdated Android version. Redmi has promised 2 years of major software updates, which will bring this phone to Android 13, which in the first place it should have shipped with. This is not even close to what other manufacturers are offering. For example, Samsung A24, which is somewhat priced similar to the Redmi Note 12 Pro 4G, offers 3 years of major software updates and 4 years of security update. Mark you, Samsung A24 ships with Android 13. Based on this information only makes Samsung A24 a better buy. Track records of Redmi updating their smartphones is worse, and it's not something that people can rely on. I received Android 12 updates during my time using this device, which was based on MIUI 14. Snapdragon 732G is 3 years old, and its performance is nothing to be desired. Compared to MediaTek Helio G99, which is a newer CPU announced in 2022, the 732G is an underdog based on Antutu benchmark. The Antutu benchmark measures CPU, GPU, RAM, and I/O performance in different scenarios. The 732G scores 348,142, while the Helio G99 scores 373,610, which is a 7% increase boost. In Geekbench 5, the Geekbench test shows raw, single, threaded, and multi-threaded CPU performance. On single-core score, 732G scores 564, while G99 scores 558. In multi-core score, 732G scores 1,770, while G99 scores 1,811. In real-world scenarios, you won't notice any significant changes in performance between Snapdragon 732G and MediaTek Helio G99. But G99 is a much powerful CPU. The 7% increase boost is noticed while multitasking and gaming. I still ask myself, why does this phone exist in 2023 without having a definite answer? Is it a Redmi Note 10 Pro from 2021 in 2023? Just like the Redmi Note 10 Pro, this comes with Android 11. I am not saying that Redmi Note 12 Pro 4G is a bad phone, but the cons are more than the pros. Sincerely speaking, I will not recommend my viewers to buy this phone even if they are on a budget. Compared to Samsung A24, the Redmi Note 12 Pro is a big letdown. So, who should buy this phone? Actually, no one. You get a phone in 2023 with Android 11, which getting to Android 13 is still a puzzle, a CPU that is 3 years old, and MIUI is still not that smooth. If you are considering buying this phone, I will advise you to look somewhere else, maybe a Samsung A24. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.